Hello, beautiful people. Hey, look, before I start this session, I have a big announcement to make. And, the documentary that's been in the works for a long time about my son Eric's life, it's almost finished. But in order to get to that finish line, the director producer Paula Marino needs some help. So she needs funds to cover all the professional fees that will be involved to bring the story to the screen. Like a professional story editor, a music composer, a sound mixer, an illustrator, animator, etc., etc. Now, Paula created a crowdfunding page where you can donate whatever you feel comfortable donating. You can also donate by purchasing a 30-minute session with one of our mediums, or by purchasing an item from the Erik merchandise store, like the one I'm wearing. Saving the world one prank at a time. It's an embroidered image, so it's really nice. So anyway, go visit channelingericdoc.com and take a look at it. This project is very near and dear to my heart. And one of my greatest wishes is to get the story out to more people so we can help more people. And I want you to go and see the trailer that's on the channelingericdoc.com. It's so moving. It's so powerful. It was my first reaction. It was a gut punch. But it says it all. So look at the trailer and let me know what you think. Thank you, guys. Hello, beautiful people. Dr. Lisa Matthews here with Jennifer Doran. Her information is going to be on the screen and in the description box below. So give her a thumbs up right away. Might as well, right? And we have Erik, my son, that's on the other side. It's going to be an interesting topic. These questions are all from one person. I don't want to divulge her name because I didn't ask permission. About the ocean, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Erik. Wild place. He says, "Hi, I love you too." And give Erik a thumbs up. Give Erik a thumbs up. Yeah.
All right. What do the oceans as a collective want us to know what they're going through and where they are? How are the oceans doing, Erik?
He says actually overall the oceans are doing pretty well. There's so much going on inside of them that we know little to nothing about.
Like alien stuff?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff like that. But they also, he says the oceans are really good at like regenerating and repairing. The waters are
good.
Yeah. So actually, he says like we should be taking care of them, but we don't need to worry.
Okay.
About them.
Okay. Yeah. Water is just healing, right? I mean, Erik,
yes.
What about that? It's so healing.
Yeah, water is it is very healing. I mean, our bodies in general are made up of, well, you might know, I don't know what the percentage is, but a fair amount of water.
66%.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Something like that. And so everything needs water.
Yeah.
Everything needs water, so it does have healing properties. It's. Oh, what was that?
Oh, that was.
Oh, okay. You never know.
I know. Happy Thanksgiving. So does the water stuff with Emoto that talk bad to the water and it
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So does it have a consciousness, Erik? The ocean?
Yes and no. Yes and no. It's yes. It's so if you those studies where they put like negative words taped onto the water and or positive words, and yeah, so there is some of that, but it's not like an intelligent life form.
Not a sentient, right?
Yes.
So how does it? How when you send love, and messages, etc., and freeze, the crystals are beautiful, and then hateful stuff, and they're all just all over the place. Why? How does that happen?
So that really is very fascinating. If people don't know what that's about, they should look it
No.
up because it really is really very cool. He's saying like that is like the water in our body and the water that we're focusing on. There is a communication
Oh.
between it. So if we're sending hateful things, it's almost as if like the waters are connected.
Oh,
And and
fascinating. So
yeah,
our water is communicating and causing the
yes,
crystals to do one
yes,
thing or the other.
yeah, right, yeah, because he's saying it's like if you have like a lot of negativity in your body or you're feeling like really yucky, a lot of people will find a salt bath to be very healing or the ocean to be very healing. It's almost as if like the waters within our body and within the earth are like realigning each other, so to speak.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so he's saying that's part of if you send like hate to this, why it'll be beautiful, or love to, I mean, ugly or love, it'll be beautiful. There's a connection between the waters.
All right. So is it a separate soul? I don't know, does it even have a soul from Mother Earth?
So,
How is that connection basically?
well, it is, well, some water comes from the upper atmosphere and is not on the earth or in the earth and it's evaporating. And so it's all part of Mother Earth's cycle, but there is water elsewhere too. So it's, but it's not like a soul.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't have a
not, it's,
soul.
yeah.
Okay. Um, can Eric probe Metatron as to what is actually being done by us, communities, especially marine biologists and the spirit world, including Source, to inform and correct the damage that's done to the ocean? Or can you just say, Eric?
Yeah. So, so honestly, Eric can get the information. The oceans they are excuse me, able to repair themselves. He's saying they are able to repair themselves. So if all of a sudden everything stopped as far as like any pollution or anything that we're doing or causing, if that just stopped abruptly, 10 years from now, the oceans would be completely, like they would have repaired and healed and replenished themselves. So, but that's more about the life within the oceans, not the water specifically. It's a whole ecosystem.
Okay.
Um, and so the extraterrestrial energy that goes on down there is also um, done to help. Well, it's used for a lot more than that, but it's done to help, keep the life alive in there.
Yeah.
And then of course, we know the things that we can do to stop damaging, but
Yeah.
it's not going to happen. I mean, humans are here. We unfortunately are going to leave a mark,
And
but
humans?
yeah.
Well, will humans, or when will humans seriously get engaged in the midst of repair work for our waters?
It's already happening in a lot of places, not
I
every
think
place.
so.
It is, yeah, it is already happening. Technologies are, you know, there's a lot of people working on technology that will help this. We're getting there. We're getting there. Eric says you, you can't live someplace and not leave a mark on it,
Mhm.
not, and that is part of the arrangement for us being here is that we use some of the resources and unfortunately there's no way to use the resources and utilize stuff without creating some negative effects.
Yeah.
And so individually speaking, if you're concerned about this, there are probably things that you can do in your local community to get involved with it. But big picture, the waters are going to be okay. They will constantly replenish and repair themselves.
This person asks, should we stop drilling, stop cargo freight, remove chemicals, trash? And she says, could you also ask about an energetic healing? with specifically the Elohim's DNA restoration and crystals? Would that?
So yeah, so the energy healings, absolutely. That's like what we were just talking about with the bottles of water and then freezing with the crystals.
Yeah.
Yes, like if you have a small stream by your house or so, you absolutely send some energy healing to whatever waters are near you. Or, you can obviously do distance healing on waters. But those things, yes, if we stopped doing the freights and drilling and all that, yeah, of course it's going to heal water, but those things are not going to stop happening.
Yeah.
It's just not. But yes, if they stopped, yeah, the waters would be much better.
Also, does he get anything around the importance of visualizing obsidian, amethyst, white quartz? This is also a Lemurian symbol that apparently is important to use, which is a triangle. At each point, there's a flower of life, and in the center, the 3D Star of David, which stands for what I've heard. Okay, it's too complicated.
Yeah, so yes, if you were doing some sort of a ritual like this with the crystals and the what sounds like some
like an energy
geometry.
Yeah,
if you're doing something like that with the intention, see, that's always the biggest importance when we're doing something is the intention that you're putting behind it. Rose quartz, just because of love, rose quartz, Erik said, would also be good to add from time to time. So yeah, this is definitely something that could be helpful.
Yeah. I guess scalar energy could work, maybe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I have time one day I'll try that, but right now I don't. Okay, can Erik probe at Ashtar's command with regard to if the collective's transition to 5D has had any worthwhile effect on the waters as a collective? So you just tell us, Erik.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Erik is kind of giving me the information when you're asking the questions without having to go elsewhere. So if it's okay, I'll just stick with Erik.
Yeah.
For it. So I don't quite understand what the question is asking.
Well, as we, human collective ascend to 5D, what kind of effect is it going to have on our oceans and waters in general?
Yeah, so as we ascend to it will have a positive effect. I mean, even from 50 years ago, the awareness of marine life and the plastic bags and the straws and getting the litter out of the ocean, we've improved in the last 50 years. So yes, it will help us treat the water more delicately, is what Erik is saying, as we move into 5D. Well, there's so much water on Earth. There's no way to not disrupt the water. There's just too much of it to not have an effect on it.
Yeah. So, well, Mother Earth is a celestial being, an actual wise being. She is in the process probably of ascending, and I guess she takes the oceans with her, right?
Yes. Yeah, the waters very much feel like part of her.
Okay.
Not a separate entity, so to speak.
So, Erik, what do you think, at least this quantum probability, about the future of our waters? Good, bad?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Okay, what's going on? What things do we not know that are in the ocean?
There are quite a few species that haven't been discovered.
Marine life?
Yes. There's quite a bit of stuff that has yet to be discovered down there. Of course, there's a lot of extraterrestrial energy.
Well, jellyfish, squid, octopi, I think they originated from another planet that were brought here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that.
Yes. So there's also, it's used for travel to other planets, other planes. There's a lot of travel that goes on down there. But I feel like a lot of people know that kind of stuff is happening down there. Of course, there's more than we realize of cities buried under there or lost, the stuff that's been lost to the oceans.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a whole other, I mean, it's like we know more about space practically than we do the ocean.
Fascinating. That is
Yeah,
just
wild down there,
fascinating.
he said.
Okay, so are the ET bases down there?
Bases, yes. Portals to travel through, yes.
Okay.
But the bases really feel more like under the ocean.
Like in the hollow earth?
Yeah, more there than, I mean, there is some activity that goes on down there, but not necessarily like full on colonies or cities down there that are being lived in like that with high intelligence beings. It's more
Uh,
kind of under.
so these portals, where are some of them? Where are most of them in the ocean? The Bermuda Triangle? Is that a portal? Because weird shit happens over there.
Yeah. There's definitely some portal activity over there. They're all over the ocean. He says some of them. I mean, there's probably hundreds of them in the ocean. Some of them do different things. Some of them go certain places and don't go others, and so there's just hundreds of them. They're all around the ocean.
Well, what makes those
Yeah.
portals? ET
Um.
or Mother Earth?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah. Well, a collective between the ETs and Mother Earth.
okay.
Those have been there. I mean, a lot of those have been there for ever.
Ever. Since the birth
Yeah.
of our Earth, birth of the
Yeah.
Earth. Um, can we
This
do
is
it?
how these are how the octopus, the squid, this is how they've come in. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it's even like there could even still be stuff that comes in from other planes that hasn't been here yet that's now here. So and it comes in like that.
That's amazing. So can mankind do anything with these portals? Use them in any way?
Not right now. They, even if you went over them, just like if you had a portal in your backyard, you might walk right through it, and I mean,
No,
walk
no.
right past it and not know it. Yeah, yes.
What about the
Although
Bermuda? Oh, go ahead.
Eric is saying that there is some like where some of them are just so deep that we're not really down there. As much it's so dark and stuff. But he says that there is like it's like the cameras and stuff are different under there, for like seeing things.
Yeah.
That he says sometimes there's unexplainable stuff picked up on the cameras or the radar or whatever it is that they're using that kind of gets dismissed. That's actually some of this like the portal.
Interesting. So Bermuda Triangle, that's one of the portals, right?
There's definitely portals around there, yes.
So ships disappear, come back a century later. Is that really true?
Yes, that has happened. Yes. Yep, just gone. It's like it almost is like a tear in the matrix. It's on
Oh,
purpose, but it is
oh,
it's a little bit of an odd place. Like there's these places around like Skinwalker Ranch has really got some weird energy. There's some different stuff going on there.
yeah.
Even the weird stuff with the Bermuda Triangle is not just in the ocean. It's out in the air too.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's amazing. Oh, God, the yard people here. Anyway, I'm almost finished. Okay, so some Danish scientist, I think this is true, said that eventually some big ocean current will drop and it'll disrupt all the weather in the world in a negative way. It'll change the current, the ocean current, the main big ocean current. It's going to shift to the south or something.
It is possible. Eric says it is possible. It's not a guarantee. It has to do with the plates and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what he's saying is there's potential that this gets disrupted by spirit or something before it happens. If it did happen, Eric says it wouldn't wipe humanity out completely, but it would, yes, it would be definitely different. It would definitely take out quite a bit of land potentially. But it's not something right now. It's kind of something on the back burner that's not really going to happen, so to speak, but it could happen.
Are you talking about decades, years, centuries from now?
It would be decades.
Okay.
It's kind of like it has the feeling of basically he's saying like if we fuck it all up again really badly, this is like a potential
Yeah.
for happening, you know, like in past times when something's happened that's just wiped the, you know, population out.
Yeah.
So as long as we continue to progress, it feels like this doesn't have to happen.
Okay. ETs help us. Spirit world help us. We love our oceans. All right. Ahoy, matey. That's all I have.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
thank you, Jennifer. Check her out in the description box. And thank you, Eric. And thank you, you beautiful people. We did a couple of sessions on the oceans long ago. So you can go to the YouTube channel, Channeling Eric YouTube channel, and check it out if you want.
Yeah. It's wild down there.
Yeah. That's cool.
All right. Take care. Thank you.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, you too.
Bye.
Bye.